Welcome to Reos Positive POV and welcome to my spoiler review for the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 4. This is a Netflix release which came out, I believe, on the 31st of December. I've just got round to watching it today and I wanted to let you know my thoughts on this season. I've been a fan of the past 3 seasons that have come out. When Netflix had released that they were cancelling it after this final 4th season, I was very disappointed. I wanted to see, going into this season, were they going to leave it open-ended? Were they going to leave an opportunity, a possibility of the series continuing down the line? Whether that be on Netflix itself or whether that be on another network. I wanted to see how they were going to finish the season. And I wanted to see what risks they were going to take, seeing as it was the 4th and final season. This season again stars Kiernan Shipka as Sabrina Spellman and also Sabrina Morningstar. Of course, in part 3, season 3, at the end of it, the 2 Sabrinas, one was living in hell, one was living on Earth, and they were both going to live at the same time, and they can both live different aspects that is expected of Sabrina. Of course, at the end of season 3, Father Blackwood had unleashed something onto the world, something that we was not really given an indication of at the time about what it actually was. What he released was the Eldritch Terrors, and that is the villain, the threat that Sabrina has in season 4. The season took a little bit of time to get into. I felt like the first and second episode were kind of just building the story a little bit, giving a bit of background in regards to the villains and kind of catching up on the characters. So the first and second episode were kind of slow, but from the 3rd episode it really kicked into gear and I thought this was an awesome season. This is of course a remake of Sabrina the Teenage Witch and is an adaptation of the Archie comic, and this much more kind of dark take is, for me personally, better than the original series, and I felt like this continued in this season. It was definitely a exciting season. There were a couple of aspects which I absolutely adored, really loved. There was one aspect which I wasn't too fond of. The highlights for me, we got to see returning cast members from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The old version of Aunt Hilda and Aunt Zelda appeared, as long as Salem the cat, who in the reality that Sabrina goes to speaks. And I felt like that was a bit of great fan service, because I know a lot of people have been absolutely up in arms about Salem not being able to talk in this iteration of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Of course, Kiernan Shipka is allergic to cats, so the character of Salem has really took a backseat in this series. I do feel like they could have done with a little bit more humour that Salem brought for the original series. However, it is a much darker take and it kind of works. So the highlight for me was the reintroduction of the old characters from the old series. I do feel like the villains in this were good. There was a very episodic tone to the series. I do feel like every episode standed alone but also was a part of a wider story, which I feel like the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has done absolutely wickedly well throughout the whole run of making a story over a season but also having episodic episodes. So I thought that was truly awesome. Now, the only thing I didn't really enjoy was the ending. I thought the final episode, especially the final 15 minutes, was very lackluster. I didn't pack the punch that I expected. It didn't go the route that I expected either. I was very intrigued, like I said at the start, to see what they were going to do with this, and were they going to leave it open-ended? Is there going to be a possibility for this to continue down the line? Will we ever get that Greendale-Riverdale crossover, which they've been hinting at for 4 seasons? Who knows, we might still get it in the future. However, the way they ended this series didn't go down well for me. I just felt like it was a cop-out slightly. I don't feel like it was right for the character at all. Yeah, it just didn't sit well with me at all. So the ending was a slight letdown. I have faith that this series will continue down the line, whether it be with Netflix or another television network. Fingers crossed that it does, because I've enjoyed the 4 seasons that have come out, and I would love to see more of it. So if you've seen this season, or if you've seen any of the seasons, please hit me up in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know what you thought about the re-entry of the old cast members from the previous Sabrina tale, and let me know what you thought of the ending, okay? So hit me up in the comments and let me know. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. Hit the bell button so you find out when more videos are coming available. I appreciate your support. Peace out.